Good morning, everybody. Carl Diffendorfer here with Higher Impact. I might end up deleting this video later because I know you're not supposed to be on video and drive at the same time, but I've been thinking about a concept here, and I'm going to keep my eyes on the road, but I have some good information to share with you this morning. I hope all of you are doing really well and staying safe in COVID and growing your businesses and just moving forward in your life. The concept today is trust. How do we build trust with our team? Now, sometimes we lose trust, right? Sometimes we do things that create a mistrust with others, but sometimes we don't do anything to create that, right? And so one of the ideas that I had was that trust is really a misalignment of perspectives. And so if I see something one way and you see it a different way, and your opinion is great enough for you to say, I don't agree with that, eventually, over time, misagreeing and not having alignment creates this mistrust. And now there's some other things that also create mistrust. Sometimes we just downright hurt people. We do things that are something that causes hurt to another person. Now, sometimes that hurt is something that we do unpurposely. We don't do it on purpose. Other times, maybe we do. And so I think we need to, as leaders, think about, okay, what am I doing to my team that might cause mistrust or hurt? Maybe it's not hearing their perspective on something, or maybe it's always having to have your way, or maybe it's just storming out of a meeting when you shouldn't do that. And so I guess I'd like you to think about that today is, okay, what am I doing to build trust with my team? Now, some other things to think about with trust is that it's an alignment of how we see the person sometimes. So I personally need to have respect for the authority over me, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with them. And likewise, I would love to have the respect always, from my team, and most often I do. But if they don't respect my authority, they don't respect my decision, well, then we have a misalignment, and we need to dig into that. They say that Abraham Lincoln was one of the greatest people of all time to bring groups of people together that had the biggest disagreements. And so, alignment. How do we align people to come together to have a common cause, a common movement forward of where they want to go? It's a great question. I'm going to be pondering that today as I go about my day. I want to challenge you to think the same. And one other thing with the trust, remember, if we see somebody in a negative light, if we don't have a positive lens for that person, it means we don't trust them. And it means that maybe they've hurt us or something to that effect. And so the question then is, how do I go about seeing them in a positive light? How do I change that negative lens? Like we have glasses, and we see them in a negative light or a positive light. And so what would it look like for you, for me, to try to see everybody in a positive light? If you read the first chapter of How to Win Friends and Influence People, he talks about that right there. It's a powerful chapter. It changed my life because I was walking around with a critical lens of many, many people. And as time went by, that critical lens kept me from being in relationship with them. And so now I would challenge you as you go about your day, who do you have a negative lens of? Who do you have a negative filter of? Who do you see in a negative light? How are you critical of them? At the end of the day, how critical we are of people actually accomplishes nothing. Nobody likes to be criticized. Do you like to be criticized? I don't. And so if we were to, bite our tongue and not be critical and then seek alignment, how much would that change your leadership? Also, don't forget, you got to listen. Got to ask good questions. Seek to understand before seeking to be understood. Hope you guys all have a great day. Hope this was valuable. Please add your comments below. Maybe you have better ideas that you want to add to this. I'd love to hear them. And blessings to you all. Stay safe out there. Take care.